when we had a call about this, I think your first question was, oh, so we were exes?
That's facts. Because we've talked a couple times since seeing each other, and I've been like, oh yeah, I say that you're my ex. I say that we dated, and you're like, I don't. Mean mugging?
I'm not mean mugging.
You're like...
Okay, you're already criticizing me.
Start.
Godspeed. What were we?
Wow.
I had to ask first. My heart beating. Don't know why. I don't understand.
I feel like...
I think I'm having an aneurysm.
When were we? It's just like lovers.
Why'd that make my skin crawl?
Yeah. I think I'd say we dated. I think that personally I'd say that we dated.
I feel like the instinct is to say it was a situationship, but I also feel like that isn't the whole story.
Yeah, we met during the pandemic. It was about 9 months, but the pandemic time makes it like 3
9?
years. Yeah. Yeah.
That's longer than I thought.
To me, it's not so much like what we were or the name of it. It was more of like bro-y and inspirational and...
Bro-y is the first word you go for. I think of anybody I've dated, you messaged, hey bro, the most. Still don't know how to take that.
Good.
Still don't know.
To me, the fun memories were finding someone who was so optimistic and inspiring and positive about writing in a time when it was tough.
I do recall, I like the routine. I'm not a routine person, but I like the routine of making food in the morning, working.
The Korean dalgona,
I've had dalgona coffee today.
Yeah,
you did offer to cook for me pretty early. I remember that. And I was like, keep them around.
In 3 words, why do you think we ended things?
Couldn't build trust. In 3 words, why do you think we ended?
I'd say figuring myself out. Exploring queerness, exploring relationships out of what I was raised with was always really important. And I had a lot of internalized guilt and shame about that. I didn't know how to articulate how I was feeling. And I think that I hurt you. And that's, I regretted that for a long time.
Who do you think ended things?
I think I did. I think I ended things.
I remember you ending it with your actions and me ending it with words.
That's fair. That's fair. So at the time I was seeing someone else, and then I didn't tell you about it. And then I sprang it on you that I wanted to stay with them for a few days of the week. And this is like deep pandemic stuff. So then it felt very much like a binary choice. Like you have to choose one or the other.
Yeah. Do you remember why we had that conversation?
It's because I wanted to stay with the other person.
I don't remember that part particularly.
I do.
Because I recall, like, you were pretty straightforward from the jump that you were poly. And I remember being like, okie dokie, pretty chill about it. And also not asking questions because I didn't want to hear the answers.
Yeah.
I think that the earlier conversation was like, totally like, do you? I'm totally fine with that. Just like, keep me posted. Yeah. I feel like I don't remember if you had talked to me about seeing somebody or if you had been already seeing somebody by that time and I found out or something. Yeah. Is there anything about our relationship that you still kept secret?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Was there anything from our relationship you weren't totally honest about?
There is one. I did look through your phone once.
Oh, damn.
I did. And I don't regret it. And I do it again. No. I regret it a little bit because I hate having ever gotten that crazy. There was just like one time or something like that where like, I think I saw that you got a message in or something like that. And it was during the tumultuous time. And then I looked and then I was just like, oh. And in my head, I've always thought that that's why I asked you if you were seeing people that day. But I could be wrong. Maybe we had already had that conversation.
I don't remember.
Because I did not tell you. I for sure did not tell you.
What's the biggest thing that our relationship taught you?
Not speaking up isn't keeping the peace. What's something our relationship taught you about yourself?
Not be afraid of being honest. I think I was so scared of hurting people with who I was and the truth of who I was that I would just mold myself into a shape that would be more accommodating. But eventually, it always comes out. And I think that instead of wasting time and coming from a scarcity mindset of like, will people love me, the way I am? I think it's better to just believe that the right people will.
Do you think we were in love?
I think that we loved each other in certain ways. I think that like when it comes to big romantic, I'm going to marry this person, I don't think so. And I don't like kind of keeping it in that very rigid definition. I think like...
Love is a rigid definition?
Yeah. Do you think that you're in love?
Yes. I really remember, I think even 3 months in, being like, I love this guy. But then I think I only told you when we were breaking up, which, can I be honest, not the first time I pulled that move off. Oh, I don't think that I ever thought you were in love. Yeah. That was something, and not that I like needed it. In part, that's probably why I never really wanted to share. But for me, I was just like, it'll just make it like a big thing if I tell him. Which goes back to, I think, earlier, where it's like, if you feel something, just say it. How has dating been since we broke up?
There's so much that I didn't get to explore as a kid, or even as a teenager, or even in college that I still want to explore. And I don't know if that desire will go away anytime soon. How's your dating life been since?
I think you were like the start of like me recognizing a pattern in myself that I was like trying to like snap out of. So I would say I'm a lot more present in it. That being said, after you, I had probably a worse breakup, if I'm being honest. No offense. No offense. But somebody came for your title.
Are you over me?
Yeah. Are you over me?
Yeah.
Well, happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day.
Cheers. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a virgin.
I too. I'm a good Christian boy. What I wanted to explore was radical monogamy with Jesus
Yeah, this
Christ.
should be...